Alright. Normally, right before I hit record, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to speak. I already prayed. I already had my moment. I'm already locked in. I prayed. And I'm me. I ain't locked in nothing. But I'm speaking here very, very at peace to let you know God is a God of structure. You think you got your life together, try again. And when you got the good habits and when you got the whatever, remember the moment when things are out of your hands. What do? You default to stress management. How much can you handle? You don't know until you test yourself. You don't know until you break. You don't know what even makes you break. You don't even know, fuck it, if it's your fault or not. Like, you don't know until you're tested. I have a very niche calling to speak to a very small group of people. And as you saw with the last video, I mean it. And I love my family. And I'm gonna lead my family in the way that God told me to. Because I tell you, I have tried life. In every way. And there's just some ways that are complete bullshit. There are some ways which I played my cards right. I did everything I was supposed to do. Why didn't I get this outcome? I've lived that. And likely so have you, if you're listening to this shit. A lot of the people who watching really are men. And as inspiring as it is for me, now that I've kind of seen behind the veil a little bit, I'm not even speaking to everybody I know. You know me great, then you know what I'm about. But I'm not even speaking to all y'all all the time. There's people who be scrolling, there's people who be hoping, there's people who be as creative as me, right? They got their fucking habits, they got their job, they got their fucking family, they got their everything that you can ask for, but they're still looking and asking for something without asking. Why? Because they either feel not fucking worthy to ask, or for some, let me put this helmet in before I actually forget what I'm doing. Whoa, I got dizzy. A lot of these men without God, they forget that you don't fucking effort to exist. You on this planet, whether you a shithead or whether you got yourself put together, whether you fucking made a whole empire from your fucking bare hands, or whether you talked your way through and networked with the most amazing people and feel just blessed, right? It don't fucking matter what you think when it comes to the reality of things that happen in this world. You want to get old, stress about shit. You want to make excuses that you old and you broken because you da-da-da-da-da? Stress about more shit. And justify it, and give reasons, and have a platform, and tell everybody why you're amazing, and there's these circumstances that limit you. I have been there too. I've had people who don't even have enough life experience, but have enough love experience. Oh shit, forgot about that. Have enough love experience to be like, thank you, little sis, for be like, how much longer are you gonna play this game, Raniel? Like, how much longer are you gonna think like this? Yeah, all this and that. Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, this is fucked up. But you gonna live that pattern? And then you look at it and you're like, well, fuck. The one thing I know about myself, I don't care if I'm dumb. I don't care if I'm smart. I know when I choose to change something, I change fucking fast. Really fast. Why? Because I've done enough to see if it works. It's definitely gonna fucking work. That's how much I trust myself and my circumstances and my God, for real. Stress comes at a cost too. You don't want it. I swear my stomach always bubbling from all this shit. I'm always riled up and ready to just speak on stuff. And I also have my downers, right? And I have that, I don't. And usually when I'm like that, just as a note, and this is just for me, but if the shoe fits, fucking put that shit on. It's because you're not prepared for something, or you have done something and you know there's a little bit of prep work to do. There's a little bit of, I gotta get myself in the right, you know, hydrated state. I gotta get some meals in my stomach. Don't shop on an empty stomach type shit. Any kind of mindset like that. Put yourself in a ready position to make a fucking decision. Money goes real bad when you make real bad decisions. Money doesn't go because time was lost. It's better to be fast when you're really equipped and you know and you have the structure. And it's better to be slow when you are making structure. Money doesn't go from a whole bunch of missed opportunities like that. It goes with a whole bunch of bad decisions, bad executions. Why? Because at the end of the day, we respond to life. We respond to life. You can say, I did this. You did respond, and you didn't have control of what you didn't have control of, and what you can control. You can say you're this and that, but at the end of the day, all is vanity. Everything's air, because your next breath is not fucking promised. And if you know your next breath's not promised and you have another breath, do the breath work, bro. You don't gotta be put together to know to take a breath, man. Okay. Back to the message to the men. The men in abusive relationships. You know, they don't do that just because they do that. There's a lack somewhere. There's also a lack somewhere in us because we enabled at the start, or we accepted and committed, you know. Wise men don't put themselves in bad decisions. Love is not the reason. You didn't have enough understanding with that love. But one thing that's really good, you make a decision and you make that decision fucking work. Especially if that shit's spiritual. Holy matrimony, really set it up. It's not even for you to perform. My wife didn't tell me shit like, I failed, so I'm gonna quit. And I'm not gonna take accountability for my shit. And and a whole bunch of stuff, right? And that's an amazing woman who's also been a very hurt fucking girl with a very shitty circumstance. And so have I, right? But if this is now my household, and if I am now the leader and I am choosing to say you are part of me, you will do everything in your fucking power to fucking decide what is best. And what is best is not to make the decision for them, but to have standards and have those guardrails, because everything is up for grabs. But those guardrails is guides to be like, yeah, that's what you want to be picking at. And if the marriage is right, and if you have that responsibility to fucking lead, don't fucking think, am I the one ready for this? Am I equipped? Are they gonna give this to me? Because if you live the life that I've lived, not saying you are me and I am you, but if you have tested the limits end to end, you would know. Focusing, losing a little track, a little bit emotional on it, but you know what's important to focus on. Because you had enough iterations of failure. You know what to focus on because you've had enough situations of success. You know what to focus on, not because of the success or failure, but because you chose, I like that. I'm okay with that. I believe in that. You don't even have to believe in the fucking Bible if you don't fucking believe in it. And definitely don't believe in it if you ain't reading it. I got the mic and I swear y'all heard that fart. Gassed up. Do not believe anything you're not really getting your head into. That's for damn sure. And you a man, you know that shit, so don't be a bitch. Respected as a person who decided this is what I believe in and does what they do. The trap was anger, bro. The trap was fucking effort. The trap was all of this. Marriage is spiritual if you believe that. It's not meant for you to even perform. It is designed to never be attained at some perfect state. It's a design to submit to a God. It is. And when you're married without any belief in some higher power, Try, and you will find just how much you're trying to make a marriage serve you. No shit, that shit didn't work for you, bitch. No shit. But in love, learn now. If you didn't quit, learn now. If you're still single, learn now and research. You want to hold around, go ahead, hold around. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing fulfilling either. But if that's your vice, fucking fine. Fine. Be fucking slip and slide. Get your dick wet. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. But know everything comes at a cost. And likely you don't want to go mad. Trust me. Men and women alike. You've lived enough life and you've had enough hurt. You know there's some level of, oh, that dude just went off the deep end. That didn't happen all of a sudden. That happened over a set period of decisions. Accepting certain standards, whether they would even knew that there was a standards or not. They were searching for love, searching for acceptance, searching for anything, guidance to some degree, and they didn't get that. Well, you get it now. There's so much of us out here speaking on the camera. Why? Because we've had enough experience that we just want to serve back. What the fuck do I have to offer? My life. I am the I almost said I'm the dummy, but I am a dummy to a degree. But I'm a dummy who learned, and I'm telling you what I have experienced. Me and my wife, amazing. Why? Because we're fucking here, and we're fucking alive, and we cannot effort being a dynamic duo. There's no chemistry of some amazing marriage. You off the map thinking that's what makes an amazing thing go down. No. You'll find that shit really is spiritual. You'll find when everything else, you couldn't even effort to make it right. And you trying to make it right, you trying to people please. How can a man stand for values when you're valuing beyond your rootedness? You know what I'm saying? And then the one who's so deep into the work, so deep into the structure, so deep into the, I got my purpose. And then you figure out when you get sick, your purpose only stops the moment you stop. Your impact stops the moment nobody hears your ass. And then what are you when you come home? Looks are fleeting. That's an easy lesson. But what you do to make yourself look good is what makes you sexy. You ain't sexy. You can be ugly. You can have a badass body, but you can be an ugly ass fool with an ugly ass fucking frown. Sexy is earned, and I tell everybody that shit. Earn, belief. The people know who are sexy, and the people who love me know I love them because they got that. And that's not my prerequisite for me to love you. That's just my prerequisite for me to love you at the degree that I love myself. You don't love yourself like that, you can never experience that love that I'll give you then. You won't even understand it, so why give it to you? Don't waste no breath on fools. Wisdom is best spoken to the ear that's hearing. And if you're watching to this point, you really hearing, I know. I tell you some shit. The more I respond to life, dude. Okay, I'm gonna just say it, and then I'm gonna say it in strength. It's not the first time I had to call the cops for my fucking family, for lack of control. Yeah, I've been out of control, but I also been the one protecting too, and I've also been the one crazy too. So what? What you gonna do next? So what? When the solution is still you. So what? You find a reason to leave, you'll find it. You find a reason to stay, you'll find it. Once you find it, are you gonna be okay with it? That's up to you. My pauses. As creative as I am, I'm also very intentional. God doesn't have any other word for me to tell you. I'm not a fucking preacher. As much as I hate that I study so intensely because I'm a truth seeker. I don't like being bullshitted. I don't. And I don't hold any more resentment to my parents for not equipping me in the way that I am now. Your family teaches you what they know. Hate nothing. That's only limiting you from learning more. You think there's more? Go learn it your fucking self. You don't know your foreign tongue? Fucking practice your own. You don't know how to play no instrument. You didn't do no sports. Nobody was there for you for fucking taekwondo. Some bullshit like, experience it yourself. Even better yet, experience it with love, because now you have something to share. Man, I'm actually thinking about, I don't even know how you call him, step uncle, my uncle for real. He's cool as hell. He wanted to be actor in commercials. He fucking did that shit. He wanted to go all in on the biker shit he did that shit. He still works hard for his family, but the thing about belief is when you go all in, there's nothing but benefit. There's nothing but benefit. Nobody's gonna knock you for trying. Damn. Okay, to the fathers without the spouse. Fuck the reason, try harder. Max out your limits and submit to God. That's just fucking facts. Why? Yeah, he already died for all of us, dog. But he already did it. He's not gonna do it again. He already did it. So grab your own life every fucking day. Living sacrifice is literally that. It's been done. There's no dying again and again and again. There's only dying of our bullshit. And that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. Heed those words. Fuck the fame. Your impact will be determined on your understanding. And even your understanding ain't good enough for that shit. We're just arrows, dog. Point up to the right one. You know what I'm saying? Quit fucking playing.